Dude, I'm psyched right now, man. I'm just stoked.
I might not be ready for it on the way out, but I'm ready for it right now.
Pack out's gonna be rough.
Yeah. Well, we're making our way over here to this next little hill. We see some elk over there. We're trying to see a cow, and we walked up on this shed here. So we get up a little further on this hill over here, and we spot a bull, and we seen 2 cows at the time, and we decided to get a little closer to those. Got up there just to make sure those were cows we were seeing, and we look over, and there had to have been 15 or 16 bulls just standing there together in a group. I mean, we were just shocked at what we were seeing.
So right after Tim had made the shot, I had told him, I was like, man, I don't know if you hit her. She's not acting like she's been hit. She's not acting like she's hurt. So while we're sitting here watching these elk, we've got several elk out in front of us. You only see a couple in the camera, but we've got well over a dozen elk out in front of us. We were able to sit back and verify by watching the footage over that it was a good, clean miss. And for us hunters, us outdoorsmen, we would prefer a good, clean miss over a shot that wouldn't necessarily put down the animal in the quickest way. So once we verified that it was a good, clean miss, we decided to sit back, watch these elk go on about their way. It was time for us to head back down the other side of the mountain, get out of the wind, and enjoy some lunch.
We have found lots of sheds. This is a head. I mean, it's too bad we can't pick them up, take them with us, but that's the rules. Leave them out here for the squirrels and stuff to eat on. We found a bunch.
Lunchtime.
Yeah, I was hungry.
Not a grumbly in my tumbly.
Yeah. I worked up an appetite, that's for sure.
Well, we've seen a lot of elk today.
We've seen every bit of 40.
At least.
That's the minimum number.
And I would say 30 of them were bulls.
Yeah.
And out of those 30, there was probably, what? At least 20 that were good shooter bulls.
Gosh, we've seen some big ones. We only had a bull tag. If we would have had a bull tag, or if I would have had a bull tag, within the first 45 minutes of being here, we would have tagged out.
Yep.
That worked out. Good gosh.
Nap sounds pretty good. So we have had an incredible trip up to this point. We had just stopped for lunch, got our packs back on after eating lunch, stood up, looked over. There's another elk stepping out into a little bit of a clearing right across from where we're sitting. And Tim picks up his binoculars. Sure enough, it's another bull, which, don't get me wrong, is awesome and it's exciting, but that's not our target animal for this hunt. And so we're kind of being a little noisy, you know, having a little bit of fun, just chit-chatting. We're deciding to make the long trek all the way around the backside of the mountain and try to get tucked down out of the wind, but with a high enough vantage point where we can actually sit down and watch over this vast area where we've been told there's been a bunch of elk moving to go bedding in the evening. So that's where we're at, and Tim taps me on the leg. So Tim tapped me on the leg. Of course, like I said, we're being kind of noisy. We're setting up on a high vantage point just looking out. You know, we're not just screaming at the top of our lungs, but we're just talking kind of normal. And Tim points over, and a little ways away from us, there is a rack sticking up above the grass. And of course, then at that point, we went from talking normal to talking like this, because for some reason we thought they were going to hear us. You know, it was obvious that the bull that was sitting there was bedded down. And me being the camera guy, I wanted to get as close as I could to these elk. So Tim's gonna sit back up on the boulder and watch me work. So I am right on top of these bulls. I mean, I am well within bow range, and I know I'm just about to be able to step a few feet closer and get some excellent footage. And about that time, they stand up and they start getting ready to take off. And I was like, there's no way. The wind's in my favor. I wasn't making any noise. There's no way they heard me. And about that time, on the right-hand side of me, there was a big cedar tree that I couldn't see past, but it was only like 10 yards away from me. And just a couple yards on the other side of that was another bull. That bull kind of came out and took off out in front of me. I'm not gonna lie, kind of got my attention, kind of spooked me a little bit because I wasn't expecting to see another elk just right there. And I couldn't figure out why these elk got spooked. And then I saw it. But y'all won't be able to see Tim. He's just back here a little ways, up on a boulder. He's watching me right now. So yeah, I guess we're about to start making our way back to the truck. We're a good ways away from the truck, and it's 4 o'clock. So we got a good long walk ahead of us. So here we go. This episode of Outdoor Genetics is proudly sponsored by Chum Bums. Chum Bums is a member-only outdoor adventure community with its own private social media platform, a place where you can enjoy any one of the benefits of being a Chum Bums member.
Well, this will be day 2 of hunting. Wasn't able to hunt yesterday, had some stuff going on. So we are on our way back over to the mountains and going after a cow still. That first day we seen so many bull elk out there. It was ridiculous. I mean, so many bull elk. It's windy today. It's about, let's see, my temperature says 22, says the real feels about 8 this morning. The wind's blowing probably, I'd say, good 20 miles an hour. So we're going to fight that wind this morning, but we're on our way back over there, and we're going to try to make it happen today because tomorrow's the last day we'll be out there. So we're going to try to get it done today for sure.
was 27 miles an hour? 27 miles an hour. Real feel of 5 degrees. Real feel of 5 degrees. Us Oklahoma boys, we're not used to this. So Tim is off using the bathroom right now, and I just spotted some elk. Once he gets back up, we're gonna try to make a move and see if we can get closer. Next time on Outdoor Genetics, praying for a good shot opportunity and a break in the weather can sometimes build your hopes up really fast.
There's 2 cows. We're halfway up that mountain.
But when a plan seems to fall apart, that destroys it just as quick. That was a pretty close encounter.
They were right there.
With the last day of the hunt coming to a close, it's either time to make it or break it.
We gotta finish this race here.
Not much further, buddy.